How's it going, everybody? Babu from VFA-141 here. So today we'll be doing our second installment of Operation Valley Rogue. We got a chance to get up in the air with the guys from the 8th Fighter Squadron. So it was a pretty quick mission, just kind of planned off the cuff. There wasn't really a whole ton of planning that went into it. So it's really just a short sortie that we just happen to be both in the same airspace doing the same kind of thing together. But it was a really good chance to get out with these guys and see what they're all about. Just do just a real quick fun Saturday flight. I got nothing but good things to say about these guys. They're highly professional, really fun guys to fly with, so we really look forward to doing more with them in the future. And with that, let's get into the brief and let's get out there. Good evening, everybody. I'm Babu, CEO of VFA-141. Tonight's flight will be going in support of Operation Valley Rogue. That is operations in the Hwanghae area of the DPRK over here on the west coast. Next slide, please. Okay, taking a look at the slide, we are going after the Sagon-Ni Naval Base in Ongjin County, South Hwanghae, DPRK. This is on the southern side of the peninsula. So as you can see, the naval base itself is very small compared to what we would think about in the back in the United States. You've got the town proper just to the north of the base. Very small little farming town. You got some farms out to the west a little bit and to the north. But the naval base is what we're going to be focusing on. The reason for this flight is they have been running some of their OSA-2 missile boats out there, as well as some Shanghai Type 2, possibly a couple other different type of vessels. The base is home to the 8th Squadron of the West Sea Fleet for the DPRK. So next slide, please. With that, here we have a MTS slide from VP-5, I want to say, P-8 that's been flying around the Maritime Patrol in the area. These OSA patrol craft have been getting closer and closer to the strike group. So the CTF-78 Commander has decided that this is enough of a threat to go ahead and eliminate the base itself. So that's what we've been tasked to go ahead and go after tonight. Next slide, please. Okay, a little bit closer shot of the actual naval base itself. So you can see the OSA-2s there on the southern side, as well as the Hainan patrol craft, the T-class, and 4 probable Shanghai 2 class ships there on the pier. We assess, or at least J2 assesses, that the Hainan, the T-class, and Shanghais have probably been rebased, as well as the 2 utility vessels. So we're only expecting the OSAs to be in port here while they're refueling, rearming, getting ready to go back on patrol. So that is the reason for the strike tonight. So we will be getting off deck here in a little bit once everybody gets dressed and gets back up on deck and get ready to go. We expect to also have a little bit of overwatch from the 8th Fighter Squadron. So they should be coming from Kunsan Air Base. We're expecting a minimum of 2 F-16 Block 40s to be coming up and joining us. So we'll definitely appreciate the overwatch from those guys. So the plan is get off deck, get on track, and hit the target on time. We're not expecting too much surface to air cover, or surface to air fire. Most of that has been sanitized and eliminated in the area, so we've been operating with relative impunity in the area recently, which is pretty good for us. So it should be a nice, hopefully uneventful flight. Taking out the naval base should be good to go. And with that, don't have any questions. Let's go ahead, get dressed, get on deck, and let's get out of here.
Attention on deck.
Dismissed.
Eagle automated information Sierra 1010 Zulu. Winds 280 at 10. Decimal 90. Divert signal 279456.
Outlaw copies information Sierra.
Hornet 901, descend to 4,000, maintain 250 knots, turn right heading 245. Sting 5-1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Goal due departure, Outlaw 11, ready to catch.
Hornet 902, orbit for spacing 5,000. Hornet 902, orbit for spacing 5,000. Hornet 902, maintain 300 knots.
Deck, positive rate, gear up.
Sting 5-1, resume on navigation. Hornet 902, turn right heading 255.
head at Angels 26. Go ahead and hold there for another couple minutes, and we'll call your push as we get a little north.
71, turn left to final approach course. 215, check approach speed.
Link, but just going to go ahead and assume you guys know where everything is.
Yeah, Ferry 2, we're about 40 miles southeast of the target area, so once we get a little closer up there, we'll go ahead and have you push as long as there's no air-to-air threats.
Copy.
Okay, Outlaw, this is Ferry 2-1. Target area appears to be clear. Your OSAs are active. Bullseye 267103. And be advised, there's an SA2 active. Bullseye 304106. More or less no factor unless you egress north or northeast.
Sting 5-1.
Ferry 2-1, Outlaw 1-1. Copy all.
Sting
No
5-2,
plans
inbound
to
for
egress
landing.
to the north. Inbound target area. How copy?
5-1, descend to 4,000. Maintain 250 knots. Turn right heading 325. Good evening. Sting 5-2. PUR number.
Outlaw Ferry 2 entering target cap. Bullseye 264905. Full time 1 hour 50 mic.
Outlaws, copy all. Ferry lead, Outlaw 1-1, two-way.
Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare.
Fury 2-1, Outlaw lead, good effects on target.
Ferry.
Fury 2-1, Outlaw lead, going low for a gun run on target, and we'll egress to the south.
1 Esther over 60 miles. Bullseye 31117. Tuesday. 1 defensive AAA.
Chaff, flare.
2 go. Visual 2. 2 hook right, steer 7, or correction, steer 5 now. Setting Angels 6. 2.
Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare. Low. Out.
Fury 2-1, Outlaw lead, how copy?
Ferry 2-1 go.
Took a little bit damage on the egress. Target alpha's down. You guys are good to RTB. Outlaw is outbound back to Mother.
Ferry 2-1, thank you.
Appreciate the support. Have a safe trip home.
Ferry.
On glide path left of course 2 miles. On glide path left of course 3/4 mile, call the ball.
200, Hornet ball, 518.
Lost ball, those guys. 6 up here, got some,
000 Contrap, brakes on.
조선중앙통신사 보도. 인공지구 위성 광명성 2호를 성과적으로 발사. 우리의 과학자 기술자들은 국가 우주개발 전망 계획에 따라 운반 로켓 은하 2호로 인공지구 위성 광명성 2호를 궤도에 진입시키는 데 성공하였다. 은하 2호는 주체 98 2009년 4월 5일 11시 20분에 함경북도 화대군에 있는 동해위성 발사장에서 발사되어 9분 2초 만인 11시 29분 2초에 광명성 2호를 자기 궤도에 정확